you've been lucky enough to work with Pink and Christina Aguilera, as we've mentioned. Who's been like your favourite artist to work with?
Wow, that's a common question, but I don't really have an answer for that. Like, honestly, all the different artists that I've worked with have their own like experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
and you worked with the Spice Girls too, didn't you?
Yeah.
I've got a signed Spice Girls poster.
Which you signed yourself.
You should be. You should be. The girls are amazing.
Now, with all the famous people that you've worked with, and obviously very extremely attractive ones as well, have you ever been lucky enough to pass on to one of them?
Honestly, I definitely separate my work with with
Private life.
Business and pleasure is definitely separate aside. But I mean, I hate to talk about my resume, but since we are, I mean, the closest I've got to an artist would be Britney Spears. Like in our last Onyx Hotel show, we actually we had a snog on the show every night.
Horrible for you.
You can choreograph.
Be Aussie or English.
Yeah.
Using these words, but during the Onyx Hotel tour, Britney and I used to make out on stage every night.
That would have been amazing.
Now, did you put that into the choreography, or?
Funny enough, no, I didn't.
Oh.
I didn't choreograph that show. Brian Friedman did, who's a great friend of mine. But it was actually a joke for me. It was like she was playing a joke on me in one city, and then after she told Brian, she was like,
I love that.
I want to do this during the show. I want to,
Awesome.
I want to make Leo break character and whatnot. And I was like, okay. So Brian comes up to me. He's like, during Breathe on Me, because we usually do choreography during the dance break.
Yeah.
And Brian was like, Britney doesn't feel good. She doesn't want to do this choreography in this section. Just go up to her and just improv with her and vibe with her. Whatever she does, just do it back. I was like, okay. Like, this is like before the show. I'm like, all right. And then that part of the song came up, and all of a sudden I see her taking her head mic off and like leaning in, and I'm like, no, she's not. I like, the song is saying "Breathe on Me," so I start blowing in her face, and all of a sudden we start making out, and like time stopped for a second. The audience went crazy. So then after the show, Brian and the director of the show was like, "That's staying in." So
that's awesome. You're like, oh, okay, I have to.
So I was a lucky man. I was envied by the world for 6 months.
Do you did you start thinking? We were talking about this the other week when we heard about how some actress passed on with a guy in a movie and he accidentally passed through some food. Were you a bit cautious about that? Did you do the whole mouthwash and stuff before the show, or did you not really care?
You know what? No, actually, I do. As a dancer, we're face to face, interacting with our fellow dancers a lot. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so honestly, I don't like to have a partner that has dodgy breath.
No.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
So yeah, it's a ritual between a lot of band and dancers, or at least for me, I remember Justin, the guitar player, comes up to me every night. Hey, can I have some of your mouthwash? I was like, yeah,
Buy your own.
Yeah, he's the one that gets really close with Pink in a lot of the shows.
Yeah, he's great.
Hey man, you're going to be in Australia for I think about 4 months all up, and I saw on your Twitter the other day that you're going to go and check out koalas, which, sorry, you spelt wrong, but
yeah, and you actually called me out on it. I really appreciate that.
So what's like the best part about Australia? I've seen that you've gone out for a few drinks a couple of nights, and you're loving the scenery. What's your favourite part? You know what? I just love Australia's energy. Yeah.
Like once you get off the plane out here, it really, you can feel it. It's a great vibe. The people are great. I being kind of like the only guy on this tour specifically.
Oh bugger.
Right. Oh, woe is me. Well, there is another guy, Sebastian, but he's an aerialist. He's not a dancer. And I enjoy going out by myself, you know what I mean? And I can go out by myself and sit at a bar and know that I can just turn around and say, how you going? And has start a conversation, you know what I mean?
Mm.
It's not often I can do that in different places in America and Europe, you know what I mean?
And
but there's not a lot of guys that could do that either. You can be like, yeah, hey, how you going? I've passed Britney Spears and there's Aguilera.
It's a good starter.
Would you like to be next?
No,
I mean, like when we go.
No, don't even go there.
It's a good line for you.
When I go out, but if we were to meet at the bar for the first time and we start talking and you ask me what I'm doing in Australia, I'll say I'm on holiday.
Yeah.
I will lie until, obviously someone else goes, aren't you dancing for pink? You know what I mean? And then like, fuck. Oh, sorry, excuse my language.
It's okay. We've got a beep on standby.
Okay. I think I heard it, but it was late.
Yeah. Better late than never, bro. Better late than never. Can I just say, on the Pussycat Dolls, have you worked with them before?
Actually, I have, but like before they were. Like all the girls are my friends. Like they're really good friends of mine. Except I don't know Nicole that well. But all the rest of the girls, I've known them and worked with them before they were stars.
Do you think they get really annoyed that they get given a microphone, but they never really get to use it?
They do.
Okay, I think so, because I just feel real sorry for them. It's like, hey, Nicole, let them have a sing.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard interesting stories, but I'm not one to talk, so you don't hear that from me.
Nice work. Hey, well, you've done well to talk to us, even though, you're pretty bloody tired and it's early in the morning. So thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
No worries.
And we can check you out. You got a MySpace or what?
Yes, I do. I have actually MySpace music page.
Ooh.
I'm working on some music as well. Cool. That's part of the triple threat.
Yeah, I was about to say triple threat. Threat.
Shameless plug. My MySpace music page is www.myspace.com/Leo Moctezuma Music. LeoMoctezuma Music, MUSIC.
And you have a Twitter for all those jumping on the Twitter bandwagon.
Yeah, come follow me on Twitter. It's twitter.com/Leo Moctezuma. And I'm fun, I'm interesting.
You are. You spell koalas wrong, and, it's great.
Yeah,
you got a funky-ass name, too.
I was so excited in the moment that I felt that like I would be writing something in Spanish, and it was amazing.
Don't worry, Leo. He's just being a bitch.
Honestly, I'm not bothered. And I wasn't until you guys called me out.
Are we bothering you?
Not at all.
Hey, dude, thank you so much for catching up with us, and good luck for the rest of the tour.
Cheers. Thank you so much.
If you are going to go check out Pink's concert, Leo, of course, is the one who wears crazy costumes and a bit of a mask thing, and the only guy dancer who gets his pants pulled down during So What.
Sick.
I'm disturbed that you know that.
Yeah.